If you're just joining us, you're watching The Hero Next Door here at KUTV. We are talking today to Jane Karuitha, who was born in Narok and whose family was displaced through the tribal clashes of 1992 to Meru, and how they went through struggles initially as they settled in Meru, and how she was able to do her primary school and high school, and how after high school she got a B minus and started working at the posho mill and later as a store clerk. We are now going to pick up from there and hear what else she did, and now she joined Kenyatta University. Welcome back, Jane.
Thank you.
Okay, so we left off at where you were telling us how you worked as store clerk and what the duties were. How long did you work in the Meru Greens?
I worked for 1 year.
1 year.
And then the company retrenched us.
Okay. Was it because the company was having economic problems or financial constraint, or why were you retrenched?
There was economic challenges.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the company was not doing very well.
Yes.
Okay, so you were sent away.
Yeah.
About how many were you?
We were many.
Many people.
Yes.
But the company did not close down. Did it close down?
No.
No, it just scaled down on the number of employees.
Yes.
Okay. And then when you were retrenched, what did you do?
When I was retrenched, I got a job in Ridgeland Hotel, Isiolo, where I worked as a waiter.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've now moved from a store clerk to a waiter.
Yes.
Did you have any training as a waiter before?
No.
Did you have training as a waiter now, or when you started working, or it was just learn on the job?
I just landed a job and I was going to go.
But it was a small hotel?
Not really.
It was a big hotel?
Yes.
About how many people did you serve a day?
Like weekends, there were many people because it was families coming. It was a big place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then how long did you work in the hotel?
I worked for around 1 year. Yes, and while I was working in Isiolo, I met this man, and
He married you?
Not really.
No?
I was
Okay.
not married.
Okay.
Yeah, come stay.
Come here till we quarrel. So did you quarrel?
No, not really. We did not quarrel.
Okay.
Yes, he convinced me to resign my job so that we could have our own. So
you are cohabiting with a man in Isiolo, and he has convinced you to quit from your job, and then you start a hotel with him.
yes,
Okay. And how did that go?
I resigned.
Okay.
We set up a small hotel in a place called Mailisaba
Okay.
within Isiolo. Yeah, it ran for a while. It was not long.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Was it doing well?
not very well. It was not in a strategic place.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was not doing
Was it
very
struggling?
well. Yes.
Okay.
So after some time, I guess he realized the struggle we were making. So he decided to quit,
Okay.
and I was left alone.
So when he decided to quit, did he close down the hotel? Or what did you mean by quitting?
He told me I cannot continue paying the rent,
Okay.
and the business is not working.
Okay.
So
So he closed it down.
yeah, he closed it down.
Okay.
I came even to learn later that he was married.
Hold on. So when he closed it down, I thought he closed down, then he continued cohabiting. No, he closed down and disappeared.
He disappeared.
Did he tell you where he was going and why?
He did not tell me, but I came to learn later that he was married and he had a family.
There or another place?
Another place.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but you always thought he was single,
Yeah.
and he always acted single.
Yes.
What did you do?
What I did after that, I remember I earned my area councillor's number.
Now, area councillor, not in Isiolo, but in...
back now in the village.
in Meru?
Yes.
In Katheri?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when I decided that my life was just heading nowhere. And I said, no, having got a good grade, I think I should find a way to go to school. And that's when I decided to call my counselor. explained to him my situation. Okay, I told him that I would love to go to school, but I have no means. So he told me, what you do, just come to my office with your certificates, then we will talk.
Right.
So I went to see him in his office. We talked. He told me that school was not a problem. He told me that was going to help me access CDF.
CDF, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So after 2 weeks, I called him again. He told me to go to his office. I went to his office. But he told me, Jane, I'm willing to help you, but you have to give me something, sex, to sleep with him, so that he could help me.
Okay.
So I saw there was no hope there, and I decided to just leave him alone.
So you moved away from that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I moved there, and
Okay.
I was just hopeless.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do next. So I remember I went to a hotel in Meru and asked for a job again as a waitress. Yeah, and I got one. I shared my story with my boss. Yeah, my boss told me that he was going to help me. And I remember we met with this principal from Egoji Teachers College, and he was willing to give us a place in a school.
Okay.
So
This was through your boss now?
yeah, now this is through my boss.
Okay.
We went to school, we were given the admission, and we had planned everything. And I remember even the CDF officer and agreed to give us the bursary.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have an admission letter?
Yes.
The CDF officer has promised to give you a bursary?
Yes.
So now you are set to go to Egoji Teachers College?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you go?
No.
Okay. Why didn't you go?
I didn't go because, again, my boss told me, I remember I was to report like tomorrow, but at that evening,
So the eve before that?
yeah,
Okay.
he called me after work. He told me to meet him somewhere, he wanted to talk to me. So I went, and he told me, for you to go to school tomorrow, you must have sex with me. If not, I'm going to cancel your admission.
Okay.
So I told him, I'm not going to accept what you're telling me. What you do, if that's the only thing you can do, you just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you abandoned it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you continue working in that hotel?
No.
Okay. So the day after, you didn't report to school and you did not report to the hotel?
Yes.
Okay. So at this point, everything has come crashing?
Yes.
Okay, down, and you don't see any hope. Okay, so what did you do next?
There is this lady I met. She was a stranger to me,
Okay.
but she used to see me pass through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she, did she have a business, or why did she used to see you pass through?
She had a business.
Okay.
By God's grace, we just started talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I explained to her my predicament, and she told me that I told her I've been working, trying hard to get money to go to school, but it is not easy because even the salary you get is just too small. You just pay the house rent. So I explained to her my story, and she told me that she has a brother in Nairobi, and they need a house girl. So she just trying to convince me the advantage of being a house girl. You can save your money because you don't have to pay for rent. So at first, I did not like the idea of being a house girl, but I had no option. Yeah, it was good.
Okay.
The family was understanding. They were good to me, and they were like a family to me.
And did you save money as the plan had been?
Yeah, little.
Okay.
Yes, but
How much were you being paid a month?
I was being paid 4,000. Yeah.
And how much are you
But
saving a month?
2,000.
Okay, so you're using 50% of your salary and
Yes.
saving 2,000. So
Yes.
after 2 years, by that time you had what, 2 times 12 times 3 would be 12 times 6, about 72,000 then, or so? Or you didn't make it save, pay the
I
2,000?
did not make to save that much.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, but you have a
Um,
sizable amount saved.
yes.
About how much?
About 40.
About 4,000.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
This family
mhm,
told me to secure a place in the university.
mhm,
They were going to support me.
okay.
Yeah.
And
So
did you manage to do that?
yeah, I came to KU.
Mm-hmm.
I enrolled
Okay.
the School of Education
Mm-hmm.
and
Specializing in
special needs education.
special needs education. Okay, that was in the year 2014.
14. Yes.
Okay. So how did they support you? They paid for your fees?
Yeah, they paid for me the whole school fees
Okay.
for first academic year.
Uh-huh.
But after that,
Mm-hmm.
something happened. There was some misunderstanding
Mm-hmm.
between me and the wife to the husband who was supporting me.
Mm-hmm. Also, who was paying the school fees? The wife, the husband,
The
or
husband.
both?
The husband.
The husband. But,
Yes,
but it was a family decision.
Yes, it was a family decision.
Okay.
Yeah, so after that misunderstanding,
Mm-hmm.
the wife kicked me out of the house.
Okay.
Yes.
So you moved out.
Yes.
And so where did you go now when you moved out?
Househelps Bureau.
Mm-hmm.
I went there. So when I went there,
Mm-hmm.
I met a lady
Mm-hmm.
who took me in.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for her for those 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, she decided I can stay in the house as
Okay.
I go to school.
Okay.
Yes.
So you go to school in the morning and come back there in the evening?
Yes.
Do you still stay with them now?
Yeah, I stay with the lady up to
Okay.
now.
Okay.
She's so good to me.
Uh-huh.
She's like a mother to me.
Okay.
She has even helped me to get a job in the estate.
Okay.
And that is where I'm working even right now.
Okay.
Yes.
So, are you engaged? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you see yourself going anywhere in that, or you want to concentrate on school and complete and think about that later?
In fact, men now, I hate them.
You hate men.
Yes.
So you hate me. go
Anyway,
ahead.
I just don't like men, and I don't know.
Because of that gentleman
Yes.
who started a hotel with you and then just abandoned you. Okay, maybe that is something that with age, I'm sure you're going to find someone out there who is not going to mistreat you. There are people who are out there working in posho mills, working as house girls, and doing all manner of things. Some of them don't have education, but some of them could actually do very well in education in other areas. And some of them don't see any element of hope anywhere. I would like you to face the camera and talk to those people.
At some point, I had just lost hope, but one day I arised and said, it is my life, and I have to make it. If you just believe and you do something and you just believe that you can do it, you can do it.
And there is no better way to end the show than just re-echoing what Jane has just said. If at one point you decide it is your life, and you have only 2 options, to make it or to make it. Not to make it is not an option. If you get a time like that, where you just arise and say, it is my life, and I have to live it, then you will be on your way to making it. This has been The Hero Next Door, and I have been your host, Paul Mukundi. Until next time, when we bring you yet another episode of The Hero Next Door, please keep watching KUTV.